Hey guys, it's Gary here from my GPS Fitness, and I'm here with episode 3 of Summer Shredding. So I'm actually running a little bit late. I did wake up a little bit later, but I should be able to make the bus on time. This is why prep is so key. If I hadn't made up my supplements last night, I definitely wouldn't be here just now, and I definitely wouldn't be making this video. Well, this part anyway. So I'm gonna go hit some chest, which I should be able to get some recording for you, so hopefully that should go well. Remember guys, prep is always key, and I'll speak to you guys in a second. So guys, I'm about on time now. It's 5 to 5 in the morning, and you probably can't see me very well, this is really dark, but I weighed myself this morning, and I weighed in 181 pounds, 0.8 or 0.6 or something, so we're going to call it 181 pounds, which is really good because I've lost 5 pounds in 2 days. Now, I reckon that's just because of all the weight that I put on in the 9 days before I started, but, you know, it's still good to see some results straight off the bat. I mean, it's great news. So, hopefully I'll be down to my 180, what my working weight was when I was maintenance, bulking, whatever you want to call it, so that should be pretty good. Now, as I was saying before, I was stressing about preparation. Now, I just want to add a little bit to that. If you prepare something, life gets easier. If you prepare for your meals, if you prepare your bag the night before, you then get up and you have your meals and your bag. You then don't have to think about what am I going to put in my bag, am I forgetting anything, because it's already packed. You don't have to do any of that. Again, with preparation of getting your clothes ironed the night before, or whatever it is you need, the people that succeed are prepared. They're always prepared. Not even for the worst case scenario, just for what they expect. It takes an hour out of your life to make the first 5, 6, 10 hours, however many you reap the benefits from, just to make those hours in the morning a lot easier. You will become much more of a morning person when you don't have to stress about anything like that. Anyway, that's my little speech for this morning. Crossing the roads, I might make sure I don't get run over, but my gym is just in front of me, so I'll catch you guys in a bit.
For a minute without the hype though, cause people stuck in the dark like the lights broke. The pressure's on, so every song I pick the right quotes. Now I got reach in the hood as well as with white folks, and every corner there's someone hoping I might choke. But I got news that they might be there forever, like Ali in a notebook waiting on a fucking letter. Cause when it comes to rap, it's hard to find somebody better than me. So hold up, cause ain't nobody told us. All we knew was cold cuts and cherry fruit roll-ups, and now they tell us legislation simply ain't for us. But I got dynamite in my music, I'm about to blow up. So whoa now, slow down, I'm ready for the showdown. You want it, you can get it, shit, I got enough to go round. Cause ain't nobody in my circle worry about the fame. We just tryna make an imprint on the game. But you ain't know, you ain't know, you ain't know. Let me introduce myself again. My new philosophy, fuck the world if they knocking me. I'm about to buy preposterous prop properties like Monopoly. And ain't no stopping me to the day that they properly crown me the one anomaly inside of this democracy, man. That's period, no commas or apostrophes. We're caught up in the cryptic policies, so much hypocrisy, damn. Now I focus on hits and collaborations ever since the proven theory gave the nation revelations like, hold up, cause ain't nobody told us. All we knew was cold cuts and cherry fruit roll-ups. And now they tell us legislation simply ain't for us. But I got dynamite in my music, I'm about to blow up. So won't now, slow down, I'm ready for the showdown. You want it, you can get it, shit, I got enough to go round. Cause ain't nobody in my circle worry about the fame. We just tryna make an imprint on the game. But you ain't know, you ain't know, you ain't know. Let me introduce myself again. But you ain't know, you ain't know, you ain't know. Someone should've told y'all. But you ain't know, you ain't know, you ain't know. Let me introduce myself again. But you ain't know, you ain't know, you ain't know. Someone should've told y'all.
Hey guys, so I just finished my workout. Had a really good session actually. Lots of drop sets, lots of just different variety. I did just very basic chest workout, but lots of volume, quite medium to high rep ranges. Especially with sometimes I thought that if I thought that the weight wasn't heavy enough or something, I did a little bit extra. So instead of doing 12 reps, I did 20 reps. So yeah, sorry, just had to cut away there. So yeah, if I felt like 12 reps wasn't enough, I did 20, then moved the weight down a little bit and carried on going. Also managed to catch up with my buddies, AA Fitness. He was there as well. I'll leave his channel down in the description. I know there's not many people watching this at the moment, but I'll leave it down there just in case someone decides to click on it. But yeah, really good session. My chest is really sore. For the people watching, I know eventually there'll be a lot of form junkies or whatever. People get kicks out of criticising form and stuff. Don't worry, I'm exactly the same. I like criticising my own form, and there is a reason behind why I do some of the things. About half a year ago I would have criticised my own form, especially on that fly when I was doing the dumbbell flies on the bench. What I found is that with a dumbbell fly, if I bring it all the way to the middle and touch the dumbbells together, it's almost like a rest for my chest, as I don't feel it doing anything. So if I bring it just above my shoulders, I work the outside of the pectoral, and brings me a bit more width and keeps it under constant tension rather than giving it a little bit of a rest. So that's why I do that. For the first set of the cable flies as well, I felt I was pushing the handles down too low and I wasn't feeling it in my chest. So if you watch the second set, I'll put both in the video. So if you watch the second set, you will notice that I do step forward a bit and start bringing the dumbbells out a little bit more. Not the dumbbells, sorry, the cables themselves. I start bringing them out a little bit more. So that's something to be careful of. I mean, if you're not used to training, it will take you a little bit of time to get used to the feeling of what you should be expecting with an exercise. So you'll often find that the feeling itself, that's how you can sort of judge if you're doing it right, because everyone is different. If something hurts, still do the exercise, just tweak it. So if your shoulder hurts, and I had this with flies quite a bit, is I found that my shoulder was hurting, and then I realised that actually I wasn't supporting the weight with my shoulder, I was supporting it with my I wasn't supporting the weight with my chest, I was supporting it with my shoulder. So I pulled the dumbbells up towards, so I brought them flat against so almost like it was a right angle of my arm. So that helped me fix that problem. But definitely if something's hurting, be careful with it, move the weight down a little bit, and then go from there and see how you can fix it. Because trust me, getting an injury is a pain in the arse. You really want to try and avoid those things. Even if it's just a tiny little injury, it can soon escalate. Just be careful what you're doing, and if you're not really sure on why it's hurting, why other people can do an exercise, watch lots of videos on YouTube. I mean, obviously you found me through YouTube, so have a look and watch everyone else's form, because everyone's got a different way of doing it. So have a look and make sure that you just play around with it really. Eventually you'll find something that's comfortable and you'll be able to do it. Anyway, I'm off to catch my bus and I'll speak to you guys later. Hey guys, so breakfast is served. Now what I've got today is I've got, again, pretty much the same thing as yesterday, just different weights. So I've got 30 grams of porridge oats again, 112 mils of semi-skim milk, 209 grams of meals, again, I'm doing it again, 209 mils of egg whites and 50 grams of egg yolks. So I've added a little bit more into my breakfast today because my strength was a little bit off today. I mean, that's expected, but I didn't expect it to happen this early on. I suppose I have had 9 days off, but I just want to make sure that I don't lose too much strength too quickly, because I was struggling. I did, on the bench press, I did 12 reps at 60 kilos, 3 sets, and usually I would be struggling on the last set. I start struggling on the second set, so I'm a little bit, not concerned, but I just want to make sure that I'm going in the right direction without losing anything. So we've got all this together, and I'm going to eat it in a second. But first, what I'm going to talk about, when it cools down a little bit, is I didn't tell you what supplements I had this morning. So it's basically the same as yesterday. I had my C4 1 scoop, I had my BCAs, which I've still got mixed up just here, not much of it left, and I had my protein shake, 2 scoops of gold standard vanilla ice cream whey. So that's pretty much all I had this morning. I didn't have anything else, I don't think. No, I didn't, not before I left. So that's how today's looking. I'm gonna get on and eat this and jump in the shower and get ready for work. So I'll speak to you guys later. Hey guys, so I'm on my lunch just now from work. A little bit windy, I don't know if you can hear me, but it should be okay. I've had my lunch. The way I work it is I have 3 meals while I work. 1 meal being a protein shake. So what I do is about 10:30, I have my chicken protein shake at lunch, then I have my lean mince at about 3:30. I think it's a really good idea to have timings when you're allowed to eat, or when you're roughly, just so that you can sort of plan it out and you don't scoff it all at once or anything like that. It's a really sort of good way to just keep on track of what you're meant to be eating and when, and how many calories you're having. Now another thing I would suggest, if you do work in an office, go out for a little stroll on your lunch. It's just really nice, especially with the weather coming through now. I mean, look at the sky behind me, it's lovely. It's a little bit breezy, but it's just a little bit of good cardio that just gets you out in the fresh air. I mean, if you're like me and spend most of your day at the gym, then you will spend a lot of time indoors, and we all know you'll look good with a tan. Even if it's only an English tan from where I am, well, it won't go up that much, but it is really worth just getting out on your lunch, just doing some bits. It's nice, it's good for the soul. So I'm going to carry on walking and I'll talk to you guys after work. So guys, I'm back at home. It's currently 20 to 8 at night. Sorry for the hiccup. I've just cooked my food, and the reason why it's so late is I may have had a little bit of a nap. I haven't been feeling so great. Basically my family's had a cold. Everyone seemed to have a cold at the moment. So I took a little nap, came back and thought, do you know what? I'm going to make sure I'm full of energy, ready for when I do a video. So I've just cooked my food. Very, very basic. Some fish cakes. The fish cakes there was 4 of them when we came to about, they used up the rest of my carbs basically, but there didn't look very many of them. But if I show you now. So here's what I got. So 4 fish cakes, then 192 grams of spinach underneath with a bit of garlic powder. So notice that I said powder, not salt. That reason being is I'm trying to keep sodium low. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. It's just a sort of thing you do in contest prep, but it does make you look a little bit leaner. Just visually, you won't weigh any different. It will just make you look a bit leaner. So anyway, I'm starving. My mouth's watering, as you can probably hear, because I can't talk properly. So I'm starving. I'm going to eat this, then I will get back to you guys. Hey guys, so I just demolished that food. Fish cakes, you saw what it was. I also added a tin of mackerel onto it, which is just fresh fish. It's like 1 calorie, and it really does actually fill you up. Maybe that's another top tip. I don't know. Maybe I'll add that in at some point. But FYI, they're like, I mean, they're really fishy fish, which puts quite a lot of people off. But really good just to keep you full. And you don't really, in a diet, you really don't want to be hungry, but you want to be in a calorie surplus. So you want to try and find a way to do both. And that's basically all it is. So with me, I'd finished the fish cakes. They hadn't digested yet, but my body was still going, dude, you need more food. You haven't had enough. I went to the toilet, realised, and I was like, okay, yeah, I really need more food. So I went and found a tin of mackerel, luckily. Just had it. It's like 141 calories, like for 100 grams. So it just made sense to me. Another thing I want to talk about actually is the workout that I had today. Again, very short. Just it's just basic chest exercises. The 3 main chest exercises, 4 possibly if you want, are the flat bench press, the incline bench press, the fly, and the dip. I didn't do the dips today because I really, after the dumbbell pullovers, my elbows were feeling a bit funny, so I decided against that. Which actually you got someone walking in front of then as well, didn't you? So that was a bit of a shame, but he's a good guy, so I sort of let him off. But yeah, it was really good workout. I'm actually already feeling quite sore from it, which is really unlike me. Usually it takes, I don't know, say if I train on a Monday, I'll be sore on that muscle group on the Wednesday. Now my legs are dying from yesterday already, so that shows it was a good workout. My chest is dying from today's workout, so I'm going to be a state on my rest day on Saturday. But that's just what I do. It's not a matter that I've overtrained, it's a matter that I undertrained for a week and now I'm paying the price. I just saw a reflection of myself on the TV. That was pretty cool. But yeah, so I was going to edit a video last night, but unfortunately my computer decided to carry on restarting for... Well, I started restarting it about 7 o'clock because it asked me to for some stupid update. I was like, okay, do you know what? It's not going to take 10 minutes. 9 o'clock, checked it again because I turned the screen off. Mainly because, well, I was doing other things, didn't really want it flashing around in my face. So I turned the screen off, checked back at 9, thought, okay, it must be done now. I'll get on and do some editing and bits and pieces. No, okay, I was knackered by then. I then switched it off, went to bed. So woke up for the gym, forgot all about it. Didn't really know. Came back from the gym, had food, had shower. Came in my room, realised my computer was on because it's got little red lights that flash on the side. Turned it on and realised it was restarting again. So I don't really know what's going on there. So I just switched it off at the wall and I'm going to deal with it in a second. But yeah, the chest exercises I did. I don't often superset with chest exercises. If I do, it's incline bench to incline dumbbell flyers or something like that. But I do incorporate a lot more different... Hang on, I'm just going to sit down. I do incorporate a lot of different styles in a chest exercise. I feel they're more beneficial. For example, I used a lot of drop sets. Specifically, I did this stripping method, which is Arnold sort of thing, on the bench press. So you notice that after I did my max set, not max, but went to fail. As soon as I failed, I then ripped off the weights, halved it, then halved it again. So, and then did to fail, and then to fail. So that's a really good method. I really like that method. I don't use it very often because usually by the time I'm done, I had a really low max today. I only got up to, I think it was 60. I only did 60 kilos. And usually I go to about 80, 90 as a max. But that's when I go for 5 reps. This was quite high rep ranges. I'm not pretending to be the strongest man in the world, so I'm going to tell you the exact weights and what they are. And hopefully I can see progression with that. I cannot stop walking today. Even though my legs are sore, every time I walk, I'm like, okay, I don't want to walk anymore because my legs are sore. Every time I sit down, I get back up and then carry on walking. So I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to go with it. So with the incline bench, actually, you saw I was using the Smith machine. I prefer using the Smith machine to a free barbell. If I'm not using the Smith machine, I use the dumbbells. So it really varies on my mood, on what's free or whatever. I did something really strange, which I'd never done before, but it really worked. It wasn't planned out, it was more just a coincidence. So what I did, put a 20 plate on each side, did 12 reps, as you saw in the video. I then added 5 kilos on each side, did till fail, moved back down to 20 kilos each side, did 12, then did exactly the same again. And I think I only did that twice because it absolutely killed me. But that was a really, really good method, and I'm probably going to use it again, even though I just came across it by accident. I then went over to the dumbbell pullovers and I'm not sure what they're called. It's where you push a dumbbell just off your chest directly. I supersetted that. The only reason why I do that is because sometimes I feel that the inner chest really gets missed. And I can only really feel it with that exercise and the fly machine, whatever it's called, I'm not really sure. Pec deck, that's it. So I only feel it with that. So I do the pec deck as a warm-up, so I feel that I should do a different one for the second exercise or the working exercise or whatever you want to call it. So I also incorporated the 28 method, which is what you saw on the pec deck again. So I did 7 full reps, 7 half reps focusing on the top of the exercise, 7 half reps focusing on the bottom of the exercise, then another 7 full reps to make up 28 reps. I did that 3 times as part of my warm-up. So it was a relatively light-ish weight for me, but it really got a pump going and really got my chest ready to push some weight. Now, the final thing that I incorporated, well, it wasn't really, I'm saying incorporated, it was more winging it and seeing how I feel, because I didn't really know how I was going to be feeling this week, so I couldn't really write a program for it. So with the cable crossovers, I used the decline method. People call it incline because it's an incline position, but it's decline because you're pushing it down. So it's a decline because you're pushing it down, as I say. So what I did is I put a weight that I usually do as a working set. So I was going to do 12 of 12. No, 12 of 4, sorry. 4 of 12. I'll get it right in a second. However, I did that for 20, and 20 didn't seem to be an issue. So I moved it up, and I think I did the 15, 12, 10 method in the end. I can't really remember. Then went over to the dumbbell flies, which is a key exercise that you really shouldn't miss out, and did 12, 10, 8, 6, moving up each time, apart from the 10 to the 8, which I didn't feel, the 12 was quite a struggle, so I went 10 kilos on 12 reps, 12 kilos on 10 and 8 reps, 14 on 6 reps. Then drop set it immediately afterwards down to 8 kilos and I think I got 15 to 20 reps out of that. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to edit a video and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is back day, one of my favourite days because it's one of my stronger muscle groups. I'll have a look and see what I can deadlift tomorrow because I like deadlifting is one of my favourite exercises. So my personal best is 150, so I don't know whether I'll be able to get that tomorrow, but we will have a look. Anyway, as I say, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment if you've got any questions, and I'll speak to you guys later.